Well, hello and welcome to this online training called Business Growth Made Simple: What to Do and How to Get It Done. Or in other words, how to take your business from just surviving to totally thriving without really knowing how to do that and without getting lost in the overwhelm of information and strategies out there that probably won't even work. Now, I really appreciate you joining me here today, and I like to reward savvy business owners who are having a real go, which is why I'm giving you a huge bonus just for showing up and listening. I'm going to give you the opportunity to have a free breakthrough strategy session with me. Now, I would normally charge $1,000 for one of these sessions, and my clients find them invaluable. So that's a really big win for you already. In this strategy session, we'll dive deep into your business to find out what you have to achieve and what's standing in your way. And I'll give you the straightforward facts on what steps you need to take to get past those roadblocks and grow your business. So please stick around until the very end of this training, and I'll tell you how you can book in your free session. So let me start this off by giving you an overview of what you're going to discover during this workshop. You'll discover how you can grow your business using a simple 4-step system without really knowing how to go about it. How you can get crystal clear on the actual steps you need to take to get the results you've possibly always struggled to achieve in your business in the past by following the business growth 4-step system, and how to get those steps actioned without getting lost or overwhelmed. You'll also discover the counterintuitive way to reach your goals, reduce your stress, and attain a massive sense of achievement consistently without having to work harder. How to access and enroll the 2 key ingredients required for you to get control of your business and break through the ceiling on your success and reach a whole new level of results. How you can make more profit without the high stress levels and without doing the long hours you've probably been doing for years. And how using this same system on a regular basis will give you consistently better results. My promise to you today is this. Today I'll show you a step-by-step system that, when used, will give you the single most important skill a business owner can possess: the ability to grow your business deliberately and consistently, over and over again, without any complicated or difficult concepts or ideas, just straightforward common sense and proven methods. So I have some really cool tips and some down-to-earth insights to give you, plus some crucial things you need to understand. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you have great skills and a passion for what you do, but you have to work ridiculous hours just to make ends meet? Do you want to get paid what you're worth without having to haggle or discount? Are you tired of not getting ahead and sacrificing time with your family and friends because of clients who don't value you or your work? And does it feel like you have no other choice? Are you starting to feel the burnout of running your own business? Are you struggling to break free from constantly being behind and feeling like the business is running you? And do you have a desire to create something better, but you just get caught up in the day-to-day grind? Does any of that sound a bit like you? And here's something really important for you to understand. Most of what we've been told about succeeding in business is actually completely wrong. Now, this next bit might be a bit confronting, but the real problem you face trying to grow your business isn't what you probably think it is. You see, it's not your lack of time, it's not your marketing, it's not your customers, and it's definitely not your team. Those things, they're just symptoms. It's actually you. The techniques that most business owners resort to when attempting to grow their business are either winging it, Google, acting on poor advice from other business owners who are just as much in the dark as you, carrying on as usual, or just working harder. And the truth is, none of those things help. In fact, they just make your life more challenging. What you really want is a system to follow for working on your business. One that shows you where to start, helps you discover what steps need to be taken to grow your business and solve your biggest issues. It also needs to provide you with a foolproof method for implementing what has to be done. And it has to work. You see, the real problem is you just don't know where to start, what to actually do, or how to get done what really needs to be done in order to grow your business. Working smarter is the key to growing your business, making more profit, reducing your stress, and having a life. I'm just going to repeat that. Working smarter is the key to growing your business, making more profit, reducing your stress, and having a life. So the problem is you're missing the business growth 4-step system for working smarter and eliminating all of the guesswork. The one fundamental business strategy you need to know about, not only for your business to grow, but also for your business to survive, is this. Successful business owners consistently grow their businesses by consistently working on them in the areas that will get them the results they're after. It's as simple as that. Now, if you're like most business owners, you know you deserve better results than you've been getting, but working harder doesn't seem to work. And that's because the game has changed. Now, you might ask, who am I to be telling you this? Well, my name is Jim Badens, founder of Evolution Business Mastery and creator of the Business Growth 4-Step System for Working Smarter, as well as author of the 10 Commandments of Business Success. And over the past 15 years, I've mentored and helped hundreds of business owners to get control, harmony, and prosperity from their businesses and take them from just surviving to totally thriving. And I absolutely love doing it too. What could be any better than helping others realize their dreams and impact their lives, their families' lives, and countless others around them in a positive and prosperous way? My specialty is in simplifying the complexity of growing a business and helping drowning business owners to get absolutely clear on what they need to do and how to get it done, so they can increase their profit and manage their business, their teams, and themselves in a way that gives them the ability to not only make more money, but also to have the security to spend more time away from their business and live the life they deserve without having to worry about their business's survival. Okay, so confession time. Yes, I've been there too. And, I had to learn the hard way. I started my first business when I was just 19 years old, basically because I just hated the thought of working for someone else. And even though it was a scary proposition, a scary thing to do at the time, I also thought that I'd do an awesome job, and that it just couldn't be that hard. I reckoned I was going to make heaps of money. I liked the thought of just being my own boss and, being free to do whatever I wanted to do. Well, wasn't I going to learn a few things about running your own business pretty quickly? I struggled to make money, to be honest, and the stress was huge. And really, quite quickly, I was in a situation where all I wanted to do was, to get out of the hole that I'd made for myself. Luckily for me that time, I was able to sell that business, but, not without my fair share of, wounds. But I also knew that I'd try again. It actually didn't take me too many years of working for the man for me to try again. It's probably, it must be just in my blood, but, the next time that I tried, I had passion on my side, and that was going to make all the difference, right? Well, I still found that I struggled to make money, even though I was really good, at what I was doing. Plus, I was working ridiculously long hours. I was doing 7 days a week. 12-hour days were pretty typical, and I did that for 2 years straight. But it didn't seem to matter. Something was still missing. And I was very frustrated, very overwhelmed, and very tired. I wanted to succeed, but I didn't know exactly what to do. And the thing was, I was seriously starting to doubt whether I had what it takes to run a successful business. Now, if you've ever wondered whether you've actually got what it takes to run a profitable business, one that gives you fulfillment and prosperity, but doesn't rob you of precious time with your family and friends, or if you've wondered if it's really possible to reach your goals, well, here's what I can tell you from my own personal experience and from my years as a business coach. Every business owner I've ever met has thought this too at some stage. Everyone. But here's another thing that I absolutely know. If you spend some time working on your business and yourself, find out what's not working and learn to do things better, then reaching your goals is definitely possible. Look, I'd been telling myself for a couple of years that I was good at my craft and that if I just kept plugging away, hanging in there, it would all somehow just work out. But it wasn't, it wasn't getting better. And I got really concerned. And, one late night in my workshop, I thought to myself, is this how it's always going to be? No money, high stress and no life. I thought to myself, wow, I used to have fun. So, as I said, for 2 years, I worked as hard as I could with no weekends and 12-hour days, just trying to make it work. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was kidding myself. It wasn't going to magically get better. And obviously just being good at my thing wasn't enough. And working harder wasn't a solution either. I couldn't work any harder than I had. As a result, my self-esteem was taking a hammering and I seriously started to doubt whether I had what it takes. I mean, my track record wasn't looking too good and I'd given it a good hard nudge. So I knew I either had to cut my losses, get out and find a job, or somehow turn things around. Now, by this time, I had worked out that working around the clock clearly wasn't the answer, and I was feeling the effects of all those long hours. Burnout was, it was just around the corner for me. But I managed to pick myself up. I told myself that getting a job just wasn't my thing, and I remember thinking, there has to be a better way, to make this work. There has to be a better way for me to do business than the way I'm doing it. I just have to find out what that is. So that was the point when I made a decision. And the decision was that someone out there had to know how to do this and that I could learn from them. And I knew if I didn't do something about my situation and just kept doing what I was doing, then nothing was going to change. And I'd be in the same predicament for another year if I managed to survive. And as soon as I made that decision, that's when things really started to change. And I truly believe that for your physical life to change, it takes a shift in your mind first. So I started off by talking to other business owners I knew around me. And I did learn a thing or two from them, but to be really honest, they seemed to be just as much in the dark as me. But then a good client of mine who was in business for himself and doing well told me about a seminar that I should attend. It was for business owners just like me who needed some answers. So I went, and I was actually blown away by how many people were there. I thought everyone else in business knew what they were doing and that it was just me who was struggling. Apparently not, I found out. Anyway, this seminar, it opened my eyes, wide open. The biggest thing I took away from that seminar was hope. I wasn't the only person needing help, and more importantly, I could get that help. So the people who'd run the seminar had a business coaching program that they were selling at the end of that. And, so I did have a couple of preliminary sessions with them, but they didn't seem to be delivering on what they'd promised me, and it all kind of fizzled out pretty quickly. And yes, at that time my hope dimmed a little bit, but then something interesting happened just by chance. I received a marketing letter in the mail from another business coach who was advertising that he helped small business owners to grow their businesses. So I called him up, met with him, and was convinced that I had the right guy this time. And even though I was, kind of worried about the money side of things, I signed up with him on his reassurances, that this would work, and we got started. And, sometimes it just happens that way. The things you need just come to you when you need them. But you have to be looking to see them. You have to be open to opportunities rather than closed off and, risk missing out. And you have to recognize that the only pathway to lasting success is the realization that if the way you're doing things isn't getting you the results that you want, stop doing it that way and find a better way that will. Find a smarter way to do your business. And that was the thing. I'd finally realized I had to stop working harder and start working smarter. And, that business coach, he got me to read books that I never would have read. He got me listening to recordings of the best business teachers in the world that I never would have listened to. And he personally taught me everything he knew that I never would have learned if it hadn't been for him. And as well, had I not gone looking for a better way. And what happened was, as I learned these new things, I applied them to my business. And as I applied them, the business grew. And then I remember this one day walking along the beach with my wife, and I said to her, "Do you realize we're making money right now and we're not at work? We're actually at the beach and it's a Wednesday." It was such an amazing feeling. You see, not only had I learnt to deliberately grow a business into a profitable entity, but I'd learnt how to have it not so dependent on me, to be there all of the time. And here's why it's important for me to be telling you all of this. Making the decision to learn a better way to do business and taking on that business coach changed my life. I have no doubt about that. He helped me break the cycle of just doing it the same old way. And he taught me not only what to work on, but really importantly, how to get it done too, by approaching things in a more systematic way, a smarter way. So that was about 18 years ago. And, since then, not only did things work out well for me in that business, but I went on to become a business coach myself and co-own the biggest coaching firm on the planet. I've since sold my piece of that business and have set about creating the best possible program for growing a business that I could. And as I said, I've helped hundreds of business owners over the years to achieve the control, harmony, and prosperity they wanted. And my business growth 4-step system will help you too, which is why I'm reaching out like this. I hate seeing business owners in pain, especially when there's an easy fix. And that's the thing. This is an easy system for working out the 2 key ingredients to growing a business. What has to be done to grow your business and how to get it done. Simple. Now, I want to help you get back control of your business and your future in just 12 weeks. And it all starts with my business growth 4-step system for working smarter. So right now would probably be a good time for me to lay out for you what the 4 simple steps are to growing your business. Okay, so step 1, triage your business. Get clear on your current reality. Step 2, pinpoint your destination. You need to get clear on your desired results. Step 3, engineering your plan. Get clear on what has to be done. And step 4, systemize your execution to make sure that it gets done. Now, let me make this statement. I absolutely know that this is the only effective way to deliberately and consistently grow your business. Using these 4 steps, you can't miss a step and you have to do each step right. Any other way just won't work and you'll waste your time. It's simple, it's logical, and it works. So let's briefly talk about each step. Step 1, triage your business to get clear on your current reality. As I said, smart business owners grow their business by consistently working on them. And knowing what to work on starts with getting a clear and honest assessment of your current situation. As they say, the truth will set you free. It's the first piece of foundation work required for real business growth to be able to occur. Without a clear understanding of this, your starting point, it's simply impossible to create a path to your goals. So step 1 is all about how to do that assessment. Step 2, pinpointing your destination to get clear on your desired outcomes. The second piece of foundation work is to get a clear picture of the results you want to be achieving, what you want things to look like in your business and the lifestyle that allows you to enjoy. In this step, it's time to look forward and get focused on the future. A big part of moving forward is knowing where you're going, the destination. Without it, it's impossible to know which direction to head and which steps to take. And if the truth is there to set you free, then having a clear destination will give you inspiration. Step 2 will show you how to get total clarity on your destination. Step 3, engineer your plan to get clear on what has to be done. Now it's time for the final piece of foundation work, the plan, and the first of the 2 key ingredients, how to get from point A, where you are right now, to point B, the desired destination. In these modules, you'll be guided and get totally clear on what steps to take to grow your business using the 10 commandments of business success. Step 4, systemize your execution to make sure that it gets done. Now, knowing what to do to bring about business growth, as I said, is the first of the 2 key ingredients. The other key ingredient is implementing what has to be done. Either ingredient on their own won't create growth in your business, but in combination, what to do and how to get it done will give you that ability. And that's why the modules in this stage are crucial. Having a system to execute your plan and getting into a strong rhythm of using that system is the final piece of the puzzle to be able to consistently create significant business growth. Remember, without action, nothing happens. So step 4 is the technique or method, if you like, for making it happen. So perhaps you're now thinking you really do need to put effort into working on your business. It's just that now's not the right time. And if you're like most business owners, you probably think, before I do though, right now I just need to catch up. Then I'll get around to it. You may even say to yourself, this year it will be different. This year I will work on my business. I won't keep putting it off, but it can wait just for the moment. And it's also likely that you said the same thing last year. No doubt you've heard that quote from Albert Einstein, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Now, clearly, he was a pretty smart bloke, as we know, so there might just be something in what in what he has to say. And if you're not getting the results that could really make a difference to your life, well, maybe it's time you listen to Albert and, say to yourself that it's time to stop repeating history and that you need to break the cycle of putting off, working on your business. The thing is, if you continue to wait for the right time, well, the right time is actually never going to happen. You'll always be able to find a reason why now's not the right time. Think about it. Maybe you'd be better off finding reasons why now is the perfect time. And I guess ask yourself, are you going to keep putting it off and keep making the same old excuses like you always have? Or are you going to make the decision to break the cycle and actually take steps? And what you want to remember is that without action, nothing happens, as I said just a minute ago, and everything stays the same. So if you're saying to yourself, okay, I get it, I need to break the cycle, but I don't actually know where to start or what to do, I totally understand that. I do. I had the exact same problem. That was my big problem. I didn't know where to start or what to do. And that's exactly why I created the Business Growth 4-step system. I created it for people like you and me, time poor, unsure what to do business owners. The thing for me is I only wish someone had handed this to me, years ago. So, I created it because the first time I attempted to work on my business, even though I was really excited, to be doing that, I found it so overwhelming and so confusing, and I just got lost trying to figure out what I should actually be doing to grow my business. I did come up with a very complicated and long document at the time that really didn't mean much, and it was even harder to implement. In fact, I just got frustrated and lost interest in it. But I did realise that I still needed a plan to work on, and I needed to know how to get that plan implemented. One that would solve my problems and get me operating better. Plus, I knew that I had the answers at my fingertips. I just needed a system to gather those answers, together and put them in a simple format that would work for me. And I like things to be clear, and I like to follow logical steps. Now, the Business Growth 4-step system that I've created and that I've just outlined for you is the exact system that I've used to double, triple, quadruple, and even quintuple, that's 5 times, the money in my clients' businesses, along with giving them the freedom to work shorter hours, take more holidays more often, and allowing them to spend more time working on growing their business rather than just, working in it. Okay, now the thing is, I don't do hype and I don't do hard sales pitches. You've listened to me, you've heard my story, and I've gone through the Business Growth Step System overview with you. So right now, you either know what I'm saying can help you or not. Now, if you have decided to take action and you'd like me to help you implement everything we've gone over, but you'd like to see how we do that, I'd be honoured to show you right now. Okay, so here's the Business Growth 4-step program, and this is how it works. Now, the program is specifically designed to deliver on 2 rock-solid key outcomes. Those 2 ingredients that I spoke about earlier. 1, to get you totally clear on what you have to do to grow your business. And to be clear about this, that means what actions to take. And then secondly, implanting a system into your business to ensure those actions get done. It's all about making growing your business a habit. So the whole program is broken down into 12 weekly training and coaching modules, consisting of one-to-one private coaching sessions with me, as well as small group online training sessions, both of which are delivered via an online meeting platform. All of these modules are accompanied by an easy-to-follow workbook to help manage your progress and keep everything organised. I've done a lot of work on these workbooks. The workbooks also include all of the tools, templates and checklists that you'll need, as well as access to the 10 Commandments of Business Success checklist. You get access to recordings of the training so you can go back over them, and you get access to a closed Facebook group which is exclusively for Business Growth 4-step program participants, and it gives you the perfect forum for support, advice and extra access to myself should you have any questions. Plus, there is a bonus gift I'm giving away, but I'll tell you about that shortly. So let me break it down for you module by module. In step 1, triage your business to get clear on your current reality. We start off with module 1, Kickstart. It's a Kickstart private coaching session. So this is an initial one-to-one session with me to get things moving. It's a friendly interrogation to dive deep into you and your business so I can find out exactly how I can help you and what you need. Module 2, a full business assessment. In this live online training, I'll take you through the 10 Commandments of Business Success checklist, and this will give you a clear picture of your current business situation. Now we're on to step 2, pinpointing your destination to get clear on your desired outcomes. And in module 3, flipping your reality so you can pinpoint your future. In this live training, we'll transform each of your previously identified current results into the desired results that you want, and then we'll turn them into SMART goals. Now, module 4 is another one-to-one coaching session with me, and we'll use this session to make sure you're up to speed and have any questions you might have at this point answered. So nobody gets left behind in this program. Then it's step 3, engineer your plan to get clear on what has to be done. So starting with module 5, a killer plan to make it perfectly clear what has to be done. In this live training, we'll use the 10 Commandments of Business Success checklist again as the starting point for identifying items to go into your plan. And in module 6, killer plan essentials that you can't afford to neglect. During this live training, we'll identify some essential items that need to go into your plan that you might not have identified yet. And then in module 7, more killer plan essentials that also can't be ignored. I'll let you know about some more essential items in this module that will also need to be considered. Now, module 8 is another one-to-one coaching session with me, which we'll use to fine-tune your plan and make sure that it's just right. And now we're on to step 4, systemizing your execution to make sure that it gets done. So in module 9, called Your Weekly Rhythm, you'll learn all about the system that will implant into your weekly routine to have you consistently working on your business to get results. This live training will help you create the habit you need to grow your business. And in module 10, focus and amplify so you can get the maximum results from your efforts. During this live training, you'll discover how to automate some simple techniques for sustaining your focus and producing high-end results. Now we're up to module 11. We'll use this one-to-one coaching session to make sure that you're totally ready to start executing your plan and launch things off. Things are getting pretty real. Now module 12. This last module will be another one-to-one coaching session with me. Only this one will be an accountability session to check in, see how you're progressing, and ensure you're in the rhythm. So that's how the program works. 12 weeks of intense training designed specifically to give you the ability, the know-how, and the tools to grow your own business. A 4-step system. And remember, it comes with an amazing workbook that will make working on this stuff really easy and enjoyable, as well as the tools, templates, and checklists that I've created to make the seemingly impossible possible. Now, the 10 Commandments of Business Success booklet and checklist. It has all of the answers, along with all the support, advice, and backup you'll need. And my role in all of this is to make sure you succeed. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you there. Imagine what it would be like to unlock the code to growing your business, so it's no longer a mystery to you. Now really, imagine it for a moment. What would that mean to you? So this really is the ultimate game changer, and it tips the scales in your favor. And like I said, it gives you the most important and valuable skill that a business owner can possess, the ability to grow your business deliberately and consistently. It'll get you totally clear on what to do to achieve the results you're seeking and create the life that you want. It'll get you totally clear on how to get it done so you have the motivation and the means to make massive progress. And it gives you a system and it also gives you the support to be, do, and have more than ever before and have the success that you know is actually possible for you. It also means that you get to have the life you deserve rather than putting up with something less. So if you want to get excited about your new future and start dreaming about where you'll take your business once you've unlocked the code to growing it, then get on the waiting list for the next program intake. Okay, so where to from here? Well, If you remember at the beginning of this training, I said that I like to reward savvy business owners who are having a real go, and that I would give you a huge bonus just for showing up and listening. An opportunity to have a free 2-hour breakthrough strategy session with me worth $1,000, where we'll dive deep into your business to find out what you want to achieve and what's standing in your way, and that I would give you the straightforward facts on what steps you need to take to get past those roadblocks and grow your business. Well, to take advantage of that offer, all you need to do is book a spot in my calendar today. And you do that by either clicking on the link in the comments box on your screen, or you can hang around for a bit and be taken directly to my calendar booking page, which will appear shortly. Once you've secured your spot, I'll get the ball rolling with a business review for you to fill in so that we can both be fully prepared for our session. Now, at the end of that free 2-hour strategy session with me, if you're a good fit for the Business Growth 4-Step program and you have the drive to get to the next level in your business, then we can discuss applying for the next intake of the program. So if not now, when? That's the question. When will you stop putting off your business growth? When will you gain the single most valuable skill that a business owner can possess? And when will you once and for all break free of the low profits, high stress and unbalanced lifestyle that there seems to be no end to? When will you stop working harder and start working smarter so you can live life how you truly want to? You see, right now, an opportunity has fallen into your lap. A free 2-hour breakthrough strategy session with someone who has years of experience helping hundreds of other businesses just like you to help you get clear on how to grow your business. When do you reckon you'll get this opportunity again? And I suppose, the big question is, when will you finally take action? Now, this special offer, it is limited, but it does come with a massive incentive. Simply make the decision to take action by booking yourself a spot in my calendar today for that free breakthrough strategy session with me. This offer is only available while I have time in my schedule. After that, sorry, but I simply won't have the time to help you. And what about that massive incentive that I mentioned? If you do eventually join the Business Growth 4-Step program, you'll receive a bonus coaching package worth $2,000 for free. So the time is definitely now. Make the decision to stop talking about it and actually take action. Book your spot in my calendar and start growing your business and getting the results that you've always wanted. Look, massive thanks for joining me today on this training. And as I said, if you stay on for a second or two more, you'll automatically be taken to my calendar booking platform. Or if the tech fairies let me down, you can click on the link provided in the comments box to claim your spot for your free breakthrough strategy session with me. I trust that you got a lot of clarity from today and that you'll take the next step to creating control, harmony and prosperity for you and your family. And so I wish you all the success that you desire, and hopefully we'll be talking soon. Thank you and goodbye for now.